Okay, I'm Kay Moulton from Surfland Bait and Tackle on Plum Island, Massachusetts. I run a bait and tackle, fishing tackle, down there with my two daughters. Back in 1960, my husband decided that he was going to, wanted to start his own business. So we rented a cottage and a little house that we could open a tackle shop. And 1960, and we've been there ever since. We bought the property for $8,000, and we worked in that area for 4 years, and then we raised the little summer cottage that we were living in and put the bait shop underneath. He used to go bass fishing at night, and I'd work the shop during the daytime while he slept. Back in 1960, you could go down on any place on the island and catch small bass. You go down to the river on the incoming tide, down to the river, I mean up on the north end of it, and you could catch pollock. Can't do that anymore. Then the stripers started getting really big stripers. Then back in 1970, up until the 80s, and then it just really slowed down. And that's when they put a moratorium on the stripers, and you could only, they upped the size from 16 inches up to 34 inches. And I'm afraid we're on a decline again. The pollock used to come in right in the middle of the summer. And in the fall, the cod would come in, and guys that fished nights would catch cod, they'd catch whiting, they'd even catch some dogfish. And of course, they always caught skate and flounders. And now, when you think back on what they used to catch, all we have now is stripers and maybe some flounders. We had codfish right up until, probably somewhere in the mid-'80s, and then it just started to decline. They say that there's still a lot of pollock, but for some reason or other, they don't come anywhere near Plum Island. We have guys tell us that they catch pollock right at the mouth, but they don't go into the river. They're only at the mouth or outside. Hampton Beach has a lot of pollock. We do not have pollock anymore like we used to. And it's a shame we don't have the whiting, because whiting used to be good fish eating. Well, I had one guy come in and tell me that seeing that he couldn't catch fish, he was going to quit fishing, because he was capable of catching 6 fish an hour. And if he could only catch 1 fish an hour, he wasn't going to go fishing. So everybody took it differently. Some guys said, yeah, we need to have a moratorium on it. And it did work. The fish came back. But right now, I'm afraid it's on the decline again. But I think one of the reasons why it's on the decline is the herring and the pogies are getting really scarce. And to me, if they don't do something about the ships taking all the pogies, I read a book called The Most Important Fish in the Ocean, the menhaden, which people call pogies. And that fed all the fish in the ocean. It fed the bass, it fed the bluefish, it fed everything. And that's declining. We just don't have the menhaden around anymore, and the fish now stay offshore. Things have definitely declined as far as bait fish goes. Look at what's happening to the cod fishing, the cod and the haddock fishing. Absolutely terrible to think that we don't have the cod. I mean, they said years and years ago that cod fishing, you couldn't row a boat in the Merrimack River because you'd hit so many cod. Of course, that's going way, way back. But still, we've got our whole system all out of kilter. We have too many dogfish around that are taking some of the small cod. They take everything. Right now, everybody is complaining because we have too many crabs, and the crabs are bothering and hurting the clam business. They're hurting the marsh. They hurt the eelgrass. You know, everything is so out of balance that I think we have a hard row ahead of us to try to correct it. I hope you found this little thing interesting. I love to have people come in. And my shop is on Plum Island, right there on the boulevard. It's across the street from Dick's Variety grocery store. You come in and I can show you some pictures of years ago. I can give you a little advice of where to fish, but just come in and say hi, and we'd enjoy seeing you and talking to you.